Our current generation has been brought up to believe the history of white men is mainly one of malevolent exploitation of peaceful indigenous peoples. It is an inconvenient truth that the modern world was built almost entirely on the discoveries and inventions of European men and their descendants. Let us attempt to, if you'll pardon the expression, raise awareness of their achievements through a quiz or two. If you went to school after they stopped teaching traditional Western civilization courses, you may not know any of these dead white men to whom you owe so much. Before this dead white man's invention, books were copied by hand, making them extremely rare and expensive. In 1448, he invented a mechanical system using individual cast letters that allowed text to be rapidly reproduced. Thus, the first printing press was born, and the world shifted on its axis. Was this Friedrich Nietzsche, Klaus Kinski, Tycho Brahe, or Johann Gutenberg? In 1746, this dead white man invented the Leyden jar, the first device capable of storing large quantities of static electricity, acting as the prototype for the modern capacitor. This invention solved limits in studying electrical conduction by allowing researchers to capture electricity, transport it, and release it on demand. Was this von Kleist, Franklin, Muskenbruck, or Michael Faraday? In 1789, this dead white man published Traité élémentaire de chimie, Elements of Chemistry, in which he created the first list of the known elements, explained how they differed from chemical compounds, and described what happened during a chemical reaction. Central to his work was his Law of the Conservation of Mass that corrected centuries of erroneous scientific assumptions. Was this Linnaeus, Robespierre, Lavoisier, or Charles de Gaulle? Prior to vaccinations, smallpox killed 10% of the global population annually. In May 1796, this dead white man injected an 8-year-old boy with pus from a milkmaid's cowpox lesion, then later repeatedly exposed the boy to smallpox. The boy showed no illness, proving that a cowpox inoculation provided immunity from this deadly disease. Was this Edward Jenner, Robert Peel, James Lind, or William Pitt? In 1844, this Connecticut dentist pioneered the use of anesthesia during surgery by administering nitrous oxide to his patients during tooth extractions. This discovery revolutionized pain management and was a pivotal moment in the history of surgical procedures. Was this Jonas Salk, Horace Wells, William Morton, or Joseph Lister? This chemist proved the germ theory of disease by his famous swan neck flask experiment of 1859. His discovery revealed microscopic pathogens as the cause of disease, and this work led to sterilization practices that saved countless lives. Was this Jean Nicot, William Smellie, Louis Pasteur, or Alexander Monroe? He was the first man to record and play back sound. He patented the phonograph in 1878 and followed that with more than 1,000 patents, including the dynamo for generating power, the kinetograph that beget motion pictures, and the first practical incandescent light bulb with a filament that could last 1,200 hours. Was this James Watt, Alessandro Volta, Thomas Edison, or Nikola Tesla? In 1886, he patented the first gasoline-powered automobile. Over the next 10 years, he launched the first large-scale assembly of vehicles in mass production. And along the way, he patented the spark plug, carburetor, water radiator, clutch, and gear shift. Was this William C. Durant, Carl Friedrich Benz, Koichiro Toyota, or Henry Ford? In 1895, while experimenting with cathode ray tubes, this dead white man produced and detected radiation that could penetrate some solid objects, but was stopped by denser material. He used this discovery to take the first medical X-ray, an image of his wife's hand, and the world was never the same. Was this Pierre Curie, William Röntgen, Antoine Becquerel, or William Coolidge? This dead white man invented the first wireless telegraph. He built devices that established wireless communications across his backyard in 1896, across the English Channel in 1899, and across the Atlantic in 1901. Because his equipment was installed on the Titanic in 1912, the RMS Carpathia was able to receive their distress signal and rescue 700 survivors that otherwise would have perished. Was this Alexander Graham Bell, Nikola Tesla, Guglielmo Marconi, or Christian Hulsmeyer?